In this video, I am going to discuss about respiratory quotient. Respiratory quotient, which also known as RQ, and this is the last video about the respiratory system. Okay, what is the meaning of respiratory quotient? Respiratory quotient, which also known as respiratory exchange ratio or R, or you can say that respiratory coefficient. And this is nothing but this is the ratio in between carbon dioxide output to oxygen uptake. It means the volume of carbon dioxide released to the volume of oxygen uptake. So you can write like this. So respiratory quotient, which equal to carbon dioxide eliminated divided by oxygen consumed, or you can say the volume of carbon dioxide evolved divided by volume of oxygen consumed. Okay, so the value of RQ depends on the type of fuel substance being utilized for energy production. Okay, so the RQ value, it vary from fuel to fuel. It vary from one substance to another substance. For example, in case of glucose, the formula is C6H12O6. So, in aerobic condition, in aerobic oxidation process, 6O2 which react with C6H12O6. So, C6H12O6 glucose which break into 6 carbon dioxide, 6 water, 6 molecule of carbon dioxide and 6 molecule of water, and releasing the energy. So this is the oxidation process where the 6 mole of oxygen is utilized here and 6 mole of carbon dioxide is evolved here. Okay, so our RQ formula is the volume of carbon dioxide evolved, which is 6 CO2 divided by 6 the volume of oxygen uptake. So 6 molecule of oxygen or 6 mole of oxygen are utilized. So 6 CO2 divided by 6 O2 means 6 by 6 means this is 1. So here the RQ value of glucose, which is 1. Starch, carbohydrate, glucose, the RQ value is equal to 1. Okay. Now come to the RQ value of different substances. In case of carbohydrate, I have already told about the RQ value, which is equal to 1. But in case of fats, for example, tripalmitin. In case of tripalmitin here, 145 oxygen molecule is utilized and 102 molecule of carbon dioxide is released. So as per our formula, RQ is equal to volume of carbon dioxide evolved, which is 102 divided by oxygen. The volume of oxygen is utilized, which is 145. So which is equal to 0.7. So less than 1. You have to remember, in case of fat, the RQ value which is less than 1, that is 0.7 here. Okay. In case of protein, for example, alanine. Okay, so depending upon the amino acid, the RQ value it may differ. But in case of alanine or the protein, here 6 oxygen molecule is utilized and 5 molecule of carbon dioxide which is evolved here. So RQ value, so the number of carbon dioxide 5 divided by the volume of oxygen or number of oxygen molecule which is utilized here, which is 6. So the value is equal to 0.83 means less than 1. You have to remember, not exact value, we have to remember it is equal to 1 or less than 1 or more than 1. So in case of carbohydrate, the RQ value is 1. In case of protein and fats, the RQ value which is less than 1. So it means that our balanced diet which having the carbohydrate, fat, protein, so RQ value should be less than 1, approximately 0.85. Okay, approximately your balanced diet should have the RQ value 0.85. Okay, less than 1. But in case of organic acid, the malic acid. Here the RQ value. So in this equation, the 3 molecule of oxygen is utilized, 4 carbon dioxide molecules are evolved. So RQ value 4 by 3 is equal to 1.3. So here in case of organic molecule or the malic acid, the RQ value which is greater than 1, 1.3 means greater than 1. But in anaerobic respiration, there is no utilization of oxygen, but evolvement of carbon dioxide is here 2 molecule. Okay, so carbon dioxide is evolved here, but there is no utilization of oxygen. So here RQ value should be carbon dioxide molecule which is 2, but the utilization of oxygen molecule which is 0. So 2 divided by 0 which is infinite. Okay, so in case of anaerobic respiration, the RQ value which is infinite. So we have to remember in case of carbohydrate the value is 1. In case of protein and fat the value is less than 1. In case of organic acid the RQ value is greater than 1. And in case of anaerobic respiration the RQ value which is infinite. Okay, and so this respiratory quotient RQ or respiratory coefficient which is utilized in calculation of the basal metabolic rate BMR. Okay, so this is whole about of the RQ. Thank you for watching.